Hello, my little buttons. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be trying to tell the story of Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn in less than 5 minutes. It might be really quick because I don't remember very much. I played Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn on stream and I read all of the dialogue out loud. All of it. And this is what I got out of it. So, A Realm Reborn, if you aren't familiar, is the base game of the MMORPG of Final Fantasy XIV. A Realm Reborn is all about who we are in the world and finding out what we're capable of. So we kind of have this vision at the beginning where this goddess Hydaelyn kind of talks to us, and we eventually set out on this quest to help a whole ton of different areas and people. Basically, you're coming into your adventurer boots and you go on these missions to stop critter groups from summoning these gods. Like, if you're familiar with Final Fantasy, think Fire Dog. What's that one called? There's a specific name for them. My editor, I'm sure, will put that name here. So we basically run about helping a ton of different people, and we are gathering these crystals. Eventually, we kind of have this power. Also, at one point, we kind of like join this group that sends us on all these missions that is basically kind of like, there's like 3 great nations and there's kind of like a United Nations military that kind of like works separately from these nations but receives input from these nations. But at one point they get like totally massacred and murdered, and this was at the end of the original free trial. The original free trial used to end at level 30. Spoiler alert, now the free trial you can play all the way through the base game and the first expansion, Heavensward, for free, but not right now because there's way too many people trying to play because of Endwalker, so they close signups. But by the time you're watching this video, it might be open again. And we find out that there's kind of like these really suspicious organization people in black cloaks kind of pulling a lot of the strings. While we're gathering these crystals, we meet a lot of people. We meet this really cool mage lady, Ishtola, who's got cat ears. I like cat ears. Maybe this is a trend. I like ladies with cat ears. We meet this kind of like flirtatious, white-haired rascal named Thancred. We meet the absolute worst leader in existence that doesn't know how to delegate and has the personality of a wet paper towel, Minfilia. And Thancred is supposed to be researching these Ashens that attacked our base. At the very end of A Realm Reborn, I cannot say that I remember at all what happens. Oh! How could I forget? We also have this other big bad called the Garlic Empire. The Garlic Empire is trying to use this old ancient weapon that has a lot of power called the Ultima weapon for nefarious things like taking over the world, and we are sent in to stop them. And while we're beating the Ultima weapon, it is revealed that the Ashen big bad that we've been running into is Thancred. Oh my god! But it's not, because Thancred is just kind of being mind controlled, and we beat up Thancred. We beat up the Garlic Empire leader. The ultimate weapon shoots this big laser, very important big laser, goes and we actually use all of our crystals that we have gathered and the power of the goddess. She protects us, Hydaelyn protects us, and then uses up all of her power. And then at the very end, we didn't really find out, this is kind of a little bit post Realm Reborn, but we find out a little bit after Realm Reborn that our magic was used up. And so now we're the warrior of light, the singular But we are no longer of the light. We don't have the light's power any longer. And then at the very end, we have this big celebration about how cool we are. And that is A Realm Reborn. Ba-da-ba-ba. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know who your favorite Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn NPC is. Do you like Minfilia? Am I being unfair? Do you think she has more of a personality than a wet paper towel? Let me know if you want to see me try to summarize like Heavensward or the quests in between A Realm Reborn and Heavensward. I will see you all next Friday. Bye!